Are you an IMG who have finally decided to practice medicine in Australia? Have you taken the first step of making your AMC account? If not, you can watch the video on the step-by-step guide on how to do it. But if you have successfully done so and are now ready to prepare for the AMC exam, then you can watch this video to guide you through your preparation. The AMC has made guidelines that will help assist candidates for the AMC examination. It contains details about the format and content of the AMC MCQ examination, levels of clinical knowledge, skills, and attitudes required to satisfy the requirements of the exam, the requirements and format of the MCQ exam, the areas and topics covered in the exam, preparing for the AMC, sample question items for the MCQ examination, and suggested reading lists for the examination. You can easily search for these guidelines online. I have also included the link in the description box below. The AMC examination is designed to assess the medical knowledge and clinical skills of international medical graduates or IMGs. It is a computer adaptive test, multiple choice question exam to test medical knowledge in a computer administered examination. It is not available as a written or pencil and paper examination. It is conducted both in Australia and overseas. If you haven't registered yet, the specified dates and times of MCQ exams are available in the AMC website at www.amc.org.au. The content of the AMC CAT MCQ exam consists of 150 A-type MCQs administered over 3.5 hours, of which 120 are scored items and 30 are non-scored or pilot items, wherein the final 20 items in the examination are scored items only. So make sure to attempt to answer all questions and finish the exam until the end. Failure to complete all 120 scored items may lead to insufficient information for a reliable assessment, thus affecting the final result of your exam. It may be recorded as fail, insufficient data to obtain result. The AMC score is represented on a scale of 0 to 500. A passing score is represented on the scale at 250. For each candidate, the first question is randomly selected from the pool of questions. If the answer to the question is incorrect, the next question chosen is a less difficult question. If correct, the next question is a more difficult question. This process is continued as the examination delivers questions based on the previous responses until the last question is reached. The computer then calculates your score, giving you a pass or fail result based on all the information available. For the content of the exam, it is a test of the principles and practice of medicine in the fields of adult health medicine, adult health surgery, women's health, obstetrics and gynecology, child health, mental health, population health, and ethics. The majority of the multiple choice questions reflect common clinical conditions in the Australian community. You will require a knowledge of pathogenesis, clinical features, investigative findings, differential diagnosis, management, and treatment. Questions may contain images of X-rays, ECGs, scans, clinical photographs, and other visual material. All MCQs are A-type format, 1 correct response from 5. In A-type questions, each question or incomplete statement is followed by 5 suggested answers, labeled A, B, C, D, and E. The candidate must decide which one response is the best choice. A timer clock is included in the examination platform for each individual candidate. Candidates must pace themselves to provide review time, if required. Candidates can flag or assign items for review during the examination, but will not be able to return to these items until all 150 questions have been answered. Each candidate receives a computer-generated transcript of their results after 4 weeks. For the study materials, the AMC has prepared 2 major publications for candidates preparing for the exam: the AMC Handbook, which contains almost 600 MCQs drawn from the AMC examination banks, and the Anthology of Medical Conditions, which lists over 130 clinical presentations of clinical conditions and classifies them to assist in a problem-solving approach to diagnosis and management. The AMC has partnered with eMedicine to produce a free online resource to support IMGs to prepare for the AMC exam. It gives you access to 210 high-quality multiple-choice questions written by AMC contributors. It also gives immediate feedback on all answers. This allows you to familiarize yourself with the types of questions and topics in the exam so that you can approach the exam with confidence. Other resources recommended by the AMC are John Murta, online references like the Royal Children Hospital Guidelines, the Red Book, the RANSCOG Guidelines, the Therapeutic Guidelines, and many more. The AMC has also provided sample MCQ questions which are available online. We'll be tackling the sample questions in the next videos and hopefully discuss the answers with you. Another tip is by searching for the RACGP guidelines for certain medical conditions. Some candidates also find it helpful in subscribing to online Q banks, such as the AMIDEX and M+X Q banks. You can also join review centers which conduct lectures and review of latest recalls. Lastly, it is best that you reach out for other doctors who are also in the same boat as yours. You may not only share study materials with them, but also provide support for each other. Preparing for the AMC exams can be a long process, but just focus on your goal. Most importantly, enjoy the journey as well, improving yourself, your character, your skills, your attitude throughout the process. A lot of IMGs have secured jobs in Australia just by passing the MCQ exam alone. So may that inspire you to keep going. Remember that every sacrifice that you put in is all going to be worth it once you've successfully cleared the exam. As they say, short-term pain for long-term gains. All the best!